Scrapbookers, this is Megan, and I am back today with a new process video for you. So this one, I am using my November scrapbooking store kit. This kit was amazing, and I really loved this fall leaf paper. So I found a couple of old photos of Jonas back in 2009, or yeah, I think this was 2009. Where he was helping me rake up a bunch of leaves in our yard. And I just thought they were super cute and sweet, so I am going to scrapbook these two photos. I really love how this one turned out. So here I'm just cutting the this word paper. I just wanted a little bit of color behind the photo. It didn't bother me that I was cutting up the words and you couldn't read them or anything. I just wanted a little pop. So it's kind of like a reddish, kind of orangey color. And so I just really liked that pop of color. Then I'm going to mat it on this heart paper, and I'm going to do it. I don't actually have the layout in front of me. I thought I did, but I don't, because that's just how I am. But I am going to ink the edges with, I believe this is Close to My Heart Cinnamon. So I am just inking the edges on on all of the papers, and I really like how this ends up looking. I don't always ink the edges of my paper, but I really thought this would just look really well with these this photo and these papers and everything. So I am going to do that on all of the papers. I did tear the top of that heart paper that I glued the two photos down on, and that's kind of like a light pink with some red hearts on it. So here you can see I am just marking where I'm going to be putting my photo, because I didn't want to waste any of this pretty leaf paper, and so I'm just cutting out the area where the photo is going to go, and I'm going to leave that for me to use on another layout. And here is where I am going to start gluing it down to the background. So I had this idea that I was going to use this the leaf paper and kind of make it askew on the yellow polka dotted paper that you can see there. So I am just going to glue it down. You can see here I'm just kind of gluing like crazy. So I just decided to put the glue on mainly the background paper, so that yellow polka dot. And now that I'm sitting here, I totally should have gutted the yellow polka dot as well. I don't know why I didn't, but I really do like that yellow color, but oh well, it's okay. There's always other yellow polka dotted papers, right? So then I just cut off the edges that were sticking off of the background, and then I'm gluing it again just to make sure that the corners don't come up or anything. And then now I'm going to ink the edges. I should have done it before I glued it down, but I didn't. So now I'm having to pull it up, but that's okay. I still really love how this turned out. I think this is my favorite layout that I made with this kit. I love all of the layouts that I made with this kit, but I think this one is my favorite. I love fall photos and just fall collections and things, but I kind of tend to hoard them because I love them so much. So okay, Now, what am I doing? Oh, I think, so I've never used this ink pad before, so I was just pulling out my label maker and making a label so that I could put it in my little organizer that I have for my ink blending tools. And now I'm going to put that away and I'm done with the inking. Now I'm going to start embellishing, and I did 4 clusters on this layout and I kept them super duper simple. Each one of them is going to have a heart, a flower, and a butterfly. Except for the top cluster, it doesn't have a butterfly, it just has a heart. Or a couple of hearts. So here you can see I'm making this first cluster. I started out with a sticker tag from the sticker sheet and a butterfly, and I'm gonna decide to pop up the butterfly wings, just the top 2, with some 3D embellishment dot things in my stash. So then I come down here, I add a tag and a butterfly sticker and a heart sticker from the sticker sheet, and a flower eventually. So here I'm adding a heart up there to that cluster, and then I'm starting this cluster down here on the bottom. At first I'm thinking I'm going to use that little leaf tag, but I don't really like it down there, so I'm actually going to move it up to the top right. And here you can see I'm adding a flower to that top cluster. This is where I move that banner sticker, and then I'm going to put a couple hearts up there. I'm also going to include some of the enamel dots that came in the upgrade kit. And I really, really like the subtle touch that those give. So here I am deciding to use this little phrase that says, "Find joy in the ordinary," and that is going to work as my title. So I am just gluing down some scrap pieces of fun foam that I get from Walmart. I just buy the cheapo kind that doesn't have the sticker back, so I have to glue everything down myself. So this is where I'm kind of playing around with the placement of the title. I couldn't decide right away, and really it was because that flower was there and I wanted to be able to see the flower. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what I'm doing. Here you can see I'm adding the enamel dots, and then I think I'm gonna add another, let's see, butterfly. I'm going to add another butterfly in that bottom cluster, but first I'm going to move the flower up towards the butterfly in this title cluster, and then I'm going to glue the title underneath the flower and the butterfly. And that worked out a lot better, because the other way it was, the title piece was covering up part of Jonas's face, and I just didn't really like that. So now here you can see I'm adding the last butterfly, and I'm going to pop the wings up, and I think that's it. I think I'm going to add a couple word phrases to each of the clusters. The top cluster says, "Enjoy this moment." The title cluster has the word "today," and then also "work hard." Then the bottom left hand cluster under the photo says "real life," and then the one on the far right, the little sticker says "hello." So that is it for this layout. I don't do too much more. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit late, but I really loved this layout and I wanted to make sure that I shared it with you. Stay tuned for some Christmas layouts to come, and also some December daily layouts using my fun December daily kit that I made. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure, if you're not already subscribed, you use my link below to subscribe to this amazing kit club. I know I seriously love it. Thanks for watching. Bye!